I'm gonna have the panelists introduce themselves first, and then you guys can ask questions, or I can ask questions. And yeah, it's really informal, like I said. So if you have something you want to know, please ask it. Yeah, we can start with Darius.
Darius was junior biology and sociology major at Morehouse College.
I'm Kenneth. I'm from the Washington, D.C. area. I'm a freshman, and I'm thinking about majoring in electrical engineering.
I'm Alina. I'm a junior. I'm from Vacaville, California, and I'm a bio major Arabic minor.
I'm Sam. I'm a junior in computer science, and I'm from Eugene, Oregon.
My name is Olivia. I'm also from the DC area, and I'm a freshman. I'm a physics major with a dance minor.
I'm Alfredo. I'm a junior in major in history, and I'm from San Diego, California.
So we're gonna start with these questions. If you can answer what motivated you to go to college, it's probably a good starting place. Alina,
Yeah, so I'm the second oldest of 6 kids, and both of my parents are actually not from the United States. But growing up, education was something that was really important to both of them, and they kind of knew that having not gone to school in the United States, it wasn't really something that they could kind of, be the ones to tell us how to do our projects or how to do our assignments. So they always kind of were just very positive and motivating and really taught us to care about education. But I think my main motivator was my older brother. He's 2.5 years older than me, and he actually just graduated from Stanford last year. And what he did was he really kind of took it upon himself to figure out the whole college process. I think that's the hardest thing. I think most students that are even slightly interested in college are very motivated and very willing to do the hard work. But I think for me, it was just knowing that it was possible and knowing that I had someone that I could ask for advice. So I think he was definitely my main motivator.
anyone else?
I think that my story is actually fairly similar. For me, it was always just part of the culture and my family. My dad was a pipe fitter, but he still went to some college, and my mom was a doctor. And my sister had always had it in her plans to go to college. And at my school, most of the students would go on to go to college. So for me, it was just kind of something I almost didn't really think about.
I think for me, I went to college for myself, but also for my family and for my community. Because a lot of people in my community and in my family may have thought about college but never got the chance to go. And so for me, college was proving to them that there was like a different alternative, that education was a good thing to do, and that it was accessible, and that someone who looked like me and who was from the same background as me could make it in college.
For the freshmen, I guess, and I know you're dying to answer this, how did you adapt to being at Stanford? What was your transition like?
I feel like the biggest thing about transitioning to college is how you have to take control of like you take control of like your life basically. Because like when you're living at home with your parents, like they'll be like, oh, like we're eating this for food, and they kind of like help you like watch out for like what you're eating, and they kind of like keep you focused, and they keep you on task. And like also just like living at home, it's like it's not as distracting as living in a dorm with like 80 people your own age. So like I don't know, I have to make sure that I'm like responsible enough to get my homework done, so that way I can like hang out with the 80 people that are living in my dorm that are my own age. So like it's just really exciting, like being away from home for like the first time. Just like living with, like in my dorm there's like 80 people my own age, but on campus there's like 1,400 people that are my own age, that are in my grade. So like it's really cool, like it's super exciting. But I have to remember that like I came here to study, I came here to get an education. So like I have to make sure that that's like still a priority. But it's definitely just like there are a lot of distractions on campus. Just like there's so many people to interact with, there's so many people to meet. So like you just have to be able to like take control and like prioritize and just get everything done that you need to get done. And yeah, that's like the biggest thing is like managing your own time.
So going off that, what kind of other things do you guys do? So like extracurriculars, and also like what do you do for fun besides studying?
I think that one of the things about Stanford is that, and about college in general, is that there are so many activities opportunities out there. Here, there are over 600 student groups, and it seems like everybody's like leading some group or another. I run a organization that's going to turn into a nonprofit to help computer scientists use their skills for social change. There are other people that run organizations like Project Motivation that you all are here for. There are organizations that do all sorts of really cool things. And the challenge for me is that when I was in high school, you could kind of be in a mindset of, oh, I'm a smart kid, I'm gonna do all of these kinds of things. And it really was almost possible to do everything. Like you can do a sport and you can take full of classes and you can do a bunch of extracurriculars. Whereas in college, with hundreds of student groups and organizations that you can work for, organizations that you can volunteer with, you have to learn how to say no to good opportunities because there are just so many opportunities out there.
You can also get really involved in research. I think that when we're in high school, we kind of take the classes that we're supposed to take, but then once you get to Stanford, you can actually contribute to what other people are learning. So especially if any of you guys are interested in the sciences or medicine, you can do a lot of research. The med school is amazing here, and I think at a lot of schools you have the opportunity to, basically you're an undergrad, but you also have access to all of these amazing professors and amazing graduate students that are basically willing to really help you and embrace you and let you kind of be a part of their project. So I do research at the med school, and that's something that's helped me not only decide if medicine is something I want to go into, but has also kind of forced me to have the discipline, like he's talking about. If you have to go into lab like a certain number of hours a week, you have to really manage your time.
So how many of you guys know what Facebook is? Okay, how many of you guys use Facebook? Right. So like one thing that's really cool is I'm taking the first level introductory computer science at Stanford, and the guy who's teaching the class created the like button on Facebook. Yeah, that's like really cool. So like one thing that's really cool is like the professors here, they're really chill and like they're really like eager to get to know like their students. So like every dorm has like a night called like invite a faculty member to like dinner. And so like I take advantage of that, you know. It's like, oh, like it's really cool. My dorm is having this like invite a faculty member to dinner. So like, you know, like me and like two of my friends in class will like go up to a professor and say, hey, like our dorm is having this event. Like, would you like to come join us? And they're usually gonna say yeah, unless they're like traveling to Singapore for a conference, which happened once. But like no, but like all the professors are like they're really cool on campus. They like want to get to know you. Like the attitude here, it seems like the professors that are here, they want to be here because they like the students. It's like in addition to all the research and all the projects that they're doing, they also really like interacting with students. So like that's one thing that's really cool. Another thing that's really cool is just like a bunch of students on my floor that I live on in my dorm. We'll just rent a couple cars like on a Friday night and just go into Palo Alto for dinner, and just like we'll just go to like another town and like we'll just hang out. So like there's tons of things to do on campus. Like there's a lot of people to interact with. So like I don't know, just getting to know people is awesome.